I just finished meditating. I'm a little bit more chill, but I'm just gonna be a sad boy for a minute. Is this really fucking happening? Are we really doing this? Are we collectively walking off the cliff? I had a brief conversation with my friend the other day and it was about bringing up the topic of climate change. And it became about because I saw a family of 4, 2 parents, 2 children walking with their stroller down his street. And I was so tempted to yell out, we're headed for 2.4 degrees Celsius by 2034. Climate change is coming. Anything, like an asteroid. An asteroid is coming to hit the Earth. But I stopped. Of course, I didn't say anything, make a scene or something. But my friend said, there's a time and place for everything. No, there isn't. There is. The time and place is now. There is no other time and place. We need to be yelling and shouting about this. You know what I'm saying? Even though nothing can be done. It would be nice if we just exhibited a little bit more intelligence and a little bit more self-preservation and actually made the effort towards sustainable living as a collectively, as a species. Clearly that's off the table, and we're too interconnected, we're too complicated. There's too many. The result of getting off fossil fuels would completely destroy our entire way of life. So we're at this point now where it's easier. Who said this? Someone said this. Someone important said this. It's easier to imagine the end of the world rather than the end of capitalism. Is this really fucking happening? And I know I've talked about this 1,000 times. I've covered it. I've gone through the whole backwards and forwards, peer-reviewed, papers from multiple people, and we're on track for 1.5 from 1900 by 2026, and that's the point of no return if we're on a high emission scenario. This is from Carbon Brief. That means point of no return. We are not rapidly reducing emissions at all. Guys, we're not doing shit. We're not carbon sucking out of the atmosphere. We're not planting enough trees. We're not cleaning up the ocean enough. We're not refreezing the Antarctica. We're not refreezing the Arctic. We're not applying mirrors. We're not doing shit. We're heading towards collapse. And God forbid, I've had already a struggle bus life being a millennial. I graduated into a recession, working with stagnated wages, and then we're about to hit with COVID, and then we're going to have an increase of prices for groceries next year. This has been one hell of a tussle, and I don't even mean to talk about people with children and other familial issues, but look, just as an individual, I just want to express my sadness that this is really fucking happening. It's always when I'm in the middle of stuff. It's when I'm in the middle of saying what I'm doing, like what I say I do is keep busy with my little momentary monetary troubles. Go here, pick up this, do that, and then it stops and it hits me. It's like, none of this matters. We're not rapidly reducing emissions. You get my drift? We're not doing shit. This is a catastrophe. This is literally, don't look up, an asteroid is coming. I can't believe we're going to hit 2C by 2034 or way earlier. Emissions are not being reduced. I repeat, guys, emissions are not being reduced. In fact, they're only being increased with consumption. I know all of y'all feel it too. It's like a death of a loved one. Most of the time I can go on and I can go day by day, and sort of just kind of get in this copacetic, rhythm. But some days it's just like, fuck, what does it even matter? What does it even matter? I see ads for like community college, go back, earn your degree in culinary or aviation or this. That's like, none of that fucking matters. None of that fucking matters when there's 4 billion people starving, heat waves, floods, famines by 2030. Okay, none of that matters in 8 years. I guess it's just real troublesome if you haven't completed your life missions yet, like your to-do list. When you know this, it should give you expediency to complete those things. But you understand, when you've done everything that you wanted to do, and then you find out that it's like there's no future, and it just wrecks you. It wrecks you to the point where I peek my head. And this is a perfect summary. This is a perfect summary of humanity's, specifically also Americans' response, the apathetic response to climate change. I peek my head out the door here. The mailman comes. The mailman is the most neutral figure you can talk to. He's a nice guy, totally just middle of the road. I've talked to him a few times about deliveries, about mail. He's nice, he's normal. And I just said, hey, we don't have that much longer from climate change. And his response? Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
That's humanity's response to a fucking asteroid coming down to Earth and wiping out everything we fucking know. We're not rapidly reducing emissions, guys. We're not doing shit. In fact, we're making it worse. And I know everything I do makes it worse. My whole way of life. And I literally get in the car, burn gas to go pick up a styrofoam case of food that was used that took carbon emissions to generate electricity to make, and manpower and BTUs from human energy to put this thing in a box and go drop it off in front of someone's house where they're also using non-renewable energy. It's the most wasteful fucking job there is, but it's the only job that pays well. There's no well-paying jobs. And so, guys, it's just a really sad predicament. I just wanted to express my sadness that this is really fucking happening. We're really going down this road. Well, Guy, Paul, the UN, IPCC, Carbon Brief, whatever you want to take, we're on the wrong road. Okay, I needed to vent. I cover this material a lot. There is no other time and place than to be talking about it right now. I know I made a bunch of remarks online. I know what I've said and who I said it to. I'm aware. I don't think I'm not being crazy. I'm being genuinely fucking sane about this, is that we're on the wrong track. And not that life is exactly that gratifying or pleasing to 100%. No, it's not a fairy tale. But god damn it, really? Really? This is how we're doing it? We're just lemmings off a cliff? I can't believe it, guys. Maybe I need to go play some video games to get my mind off stuff. It's really hard to get your mind off this. Let me tell you that. It's really hard. Okay, I wanted to let you know. Vlogging. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.